Hey guys, welcome to the bonus episode 7.5, I guess.
It's
for
1 in
Distorted
the morning.
Entertainment. It's currently 1:15 in the morning, and which is fine for Mitch, but not for me. So I'm a little tired, but I am very interested in looking at this Rolling Stone article of the 100 greatest metal albums of all time. Typically, we're looking at Loudwire, so it's a nice change of pace. But before we get into it, we as we were setting up to record this, I guess we both have some news to go through. Just one article each, I believe, and the only thing I have that I forgot to mention on the main episode is for wrestling fans, The Undertaker officially retired today, I suppose, after 30 years of working in the company. And good, he deserves to chill. The every match he's done has gotten worse. So it is unfortunate, and it's really unfortunate because I'm pretty sure Goldberg almost killed him last time they went to Saudi Arabia. Oh man, that botched suplex. But anyway, Viva La Taker. Anyway, and then now, what did you have, Mitch?
So, Ethan asked me, what I've been up to, what's going on in my life. I totally forgot some. Mitch wanted to relive some nostalgia. And so I rewatched the Gojira Red Rocks DVD video, which you can still find on YouTube. In 2K, if not 4K. It looks really pretty. It looks really nice. And I found out that during Toxic Garbage Island, the overhead camera, because I was at this show at Red Rocks, pans right over us, and you can see me and my group of friends. And I was like, holy shit, I'm on a DVD. Hell yeah, 1 second. And it's hilarious because in that picture, I'm either fixing my hair or having my mind blown, and I can't decide which one. Because I have like both of my hands on top of my head pulling my hair back, but it's that like slow pullback of like, oh my God, what the fuck am I watching? This is amazing.
Yeah, I'd love to go see Gojira. Also, Toxic Garbage Island is the exact way I describe my body. So.
Wow. Did you ever see that Gojira meme where it's like a picture of Joe Calm and then he sees a bag in the ocean? And
I'm sure I have.
Let me see if I can find it.
My favorite Gojira meme is when somebody spawned a whale in the middle of GTA 5, and it's like roleplay star action things, and it says Gojira breakdown.
Yeah, that's great.
I love it. Also, the flying whale plane.
Oh yeah, Gojira intensifies.
From Mars
or heavy breathing intense.
Yeah. Such a good record. I've been wanting to do a Gojira cover, but it's I just haven't had the time.
I still can't figure out his vocals. I don't know how you do them.
It's in my opinion, it's a lot closer to like a thrash vocal than you think.
Which is fine, but I can't do thrash vocals.
It's like a distorted. Well, it's kind of like if Hetfield was screaming, kind of. Like, it's a distorted sung note, I think. I haven't tried it yet. But I think I might try, like, probably something from either From Mars to Sirius or The Way of All Flesh. I just can't remember what songs I've been thinking of. Maybe Flying Whales. I actually have to look now. I'm trying to remember because I haven't listened to much of L'Enfant Sauvage.
It's so good.
Yeah. I do really like the title track, which is one that I think that's the only song. No, I've heard The Gift of Guilt, I believe, too.
Oh, that's such a good song.
The Way of All Flesh. I love Vacuity. I think Vacuity is a great song.
It's perfect.
Also, of course, A Sight to Behold is amazing. I didn't realize Randy Blythe was on this record.
Yes.
Adoration for None. Yeah.
He actually absolutely loves Gojira. And it's one of the reasons that I think they got like a just a really big following out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, they deserved it, but still.
I'm gonna have to like listen to some more Gojira again. It's been a minute. They're so good.
I sent you some in Discord, but that wasn't what I was looking for.
Oh man.
You want to describe that for the people at home?
It says it's a bunch of people like cleaning a park with recycling shirts on and trash bags, and it says Gojira mosh pit. I like it. It could also it's not chaotic enough for a cattle decapitation mosh pit.
My favorite that I've ever seen was a comparison of Mastodon and Gojira, because they both have albums about whales.
Yeah.
And it was a picture of a Gojira fan reacting to seeing a whale, and it was like the guy all happy and like everything. And
yes,
then it was Mastodon.
I've seen that one.
I fucking love that.
Whales.
I really wish I could see this.
I really hope that Gojira's next record is heavier. Like, I need some pick scrapes, brother.
Yeah, they didn't have any in Magma that I know of.
I need them pick scrapes.
I need them harmonic pick scrapes.
That album still has like my favorite tone of any record, I think. It's like, okay,
keep going.
It's between that and Anthropocene. Just like the opening, like I love the opening of both of those records so much.
But I can't find it, which is a shame. But it's that like constant picture where somebody kind of like grays out the picture of the person, like slightly distorts it, and they get like super red eyes and they're angry and everything. Yeah, it's that, and so it's just like a normal.
That, I think so.
Yeah, it's just a normal picture of him. Somebody throws a plastic bag in the sea. That image, and I laugh, but it's not as funny when I describe it.
Yes. So anyway, let's get cracking on this, because this could easily take an hour.
Only an hour.
The top 100 greatest metal albums of all time. Let's actually predict. What do you think is going to be number one? Just number one. I'm going to say the Black Album.
I was going to say it's either going to be a Black Sabbath record or a Metallica record. If I had to go with a Black Sabbath record, it'd be Paranoid, Metallica, either Death Magnetic or the Black Album.
Death Magnetic?
Yeah.
People hate Death Magnetic.
Do they really?
Yeah, it's their 2008 record? No. It would be.
I thought people liked it.
I mean,
I always understood that. I always understood that as like, oh my God, Metallica's back. Thank God it's not another.
Well, that's because Saint Anger, but nobody ever. I would say if it's going to be a Metallica, it's either going to be Black Album or like Ride the Lightning. I think it's gonna be Black Album. If it's Sabbath, I actually think it's gonna be Masters of Reality.
I could see that, or even the original Black Sabbath album. Watch it be an AC/DC record.
Jesus, I do know that these aren't all out metal. I know that some hard rock gets in there, and you'll see why on 99. Shame. I think. Anyway, so top 100. We're not going to be guessing anything unless if I come across something that's just really stupid. But these are just going to be reactions. I've only looked at 2 of these. I don't think Mitch has seen any of these. And
I have not.
All right, let's. Are you ready, brother?
No, but my Chinese food. But let's go.
Number 100, Avenged Sevenfold, City of Evil.
All right. Well, I'm done with this list. Let's go home.
I mean,
no, they're popular. They deserve it. I don't like their music. They're not terrible musicians.
I'm not big on it. I'm not big on them. I do like a couple of songs here and there. But this is the album with that one song. The oh no. Yeah, he who makes a beast out of himself. Whatever. What is that? Now it's gonna bug me because it's the I try to travel through the night. What is that song called? Please, Bat Country. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Bat Country.
Yeah.
So number
City
100
of
Avenged
Evil
Sevenfold.
I think was actually one of the ones that I liked by them when I did listen to Avenged Sevenfold. There was like 2 albums I'm like, yeah, this is good. And one of them has like a skeleton doing a trumpet toot or something on it.
This one has a skeleton with a sword. I'm looking through. You're probably thinking of Sounding the Seventh Trumpet.
Yeah, probably. Is it just a white record?
No. I do think so City of Evil was 2005. I think before that they were still in their metalcore phase, because you have like the Beast. Is that Beast and the Harlot? Beast and the Harlot. I don't know what the hello? What? I don't understand. Sometimes Spotify is really weird with timing. Sometimes it's just wrong. But I do know that I think City of Evil is when they kind of went more towards the heavy metal rock side. If you're thinking of an all-white record, you might be thinking of the self-titled Avenged Sevenfold. It's just their logo. There? Afterlife. That's the big one that I know.
Let's just... Okay. I'm going to quickly listen to this entire album. Avenged Sevenfold.
I think Afterlife is the main one from that.
Well,
record.
I'll know it. I would know it from.
Oh, that one has a little
song.
piece of heaven on it. Which is
I actually really like this because I remember the organ intro.
Okay, so City of Evil was still in their metalcore. I don't know much of Avenged Sevenfold, to be honest. They're my brother-in-law's favorite band.
Of course.
But he really liked the Rev as a drummer, and he's a drummer. So, which I can agree, the Rev was really good. Now, when it comes to what I like on Avenged Sevenfold, the only song I really know that I 100% enjoy is off of their most recent Oh, no, they have a new record. It was off their 2017 record, The Stage. It's the song God Damn. It's really, really good.
Do you think there's going to be a Five Finger Death Punch song on or record on here?
I hope not. Avenged Sevenfold, City of Evil. I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah, same.
Number 99. This is where I was telling you, Evanescence Fallen. The one with Bring Me to Life. I don't agree that this is metal. This is definitely like,
you know what?
I'm
going to Evanescence. That's one of those hard ones where.
Well, I guess it is new metally, a little,
like NU metal.
Yeah, as in NU.
I don't know. For me, I would say alt metal, which is what the internet seems to think, but it's also alt rock. So
yeah, once you get into
alternative hard rock, let's just call it alternative hard rock and leave it there.
All right. I don't really. Even then, I don't really see this being
because Seether is about the same. Seether's about the same level of heaviness, and they're also alternative metal.
Yeah, I mean, I would have preferred to see like Disclaimer 2 by Seether over Fallen by Evanescence.
Fair.
But yeah, I don't think Fallen is a top 100 record. So we got one thumbs up, one cautious thumbs up and one thumbs down for me. You'll hate this one, but I get it, I guess. Sunn, Monoliths, and Dimensions at number 98.
Why do you people love this band?
So this is one of the only albums of them that I know that I have heard of specifically. Like, most people are like, man, I love Sunn, but they never specify. I have heard that Monoliths and Dimensions is like good, but I don't know it, so I can't.
I'll give it a listen. I'll give it a listen. I hate this band. It is not a good band. If this record is bad, you guys are wrong. I don't care.
Oh, are you giving it a listen like right now?
No, just I might like have it on in the background while talking to you.
Oh, I've also heard Life Metal was interesting too. But
what was this one?
The cover for Life Metal is super pretty. This was Monoliths and Dimensions from 2009.
All right.
It's only 4 songs. Actually,
Yep.
the lengths
And
aren't.
it's an hour. And it's an hour long.
It's interesting because like it doesn't feel that like it's that long, but it definitely is. Anyway, okay. I don't know enough to give a thumbs up or a thumbs down on Sunn, so
I know they're really well
I don't
known.
like Sunn. I don't like Sunn from what I've heard, so I can't really, All right. Oh, 97 From Mars to Sirius by Gojira.
Excuse me, that's like number 1, but okay.
Yeah, I feel like this is really low, but I do agree it is probably in the top 100 metal albums of all time. Like, I think
For
that's
sure.
a hard agree.
I wonder where
low.
Blackwater is going to be, because let's be honest, it's going to be on there.
I'd say top 25.
Slaughter's Soul's definitely going to be on here.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, 97. I think that's too low, but I do agree it belongs on this list.
Sure.
I've never heard of this one for 96. It's called I'm just gonna.
Is it KV?
Yes, KV.
Keveltrek?
Yes, Kevlar.
I've seen them live.
Mirror.
Yep.
I believe is.
They're
what
good.
It's called.
They're good. They're good. They're a good band. They're they don't sing in English. I think they're German.
Obviously, they don't belong on this list. Then, I'm kidding.
No, I saw them with in Nashville. They opened up for Gojira and Mastodon, and it was a co-headline tour with Gojira and Mastodon. And that's also the show where I met Gojira for my 20th birthday.
Oh, all right.
So,
okay.
Yeah, it was a great show overall. Even Mastodon sounded great. This is the thing about Mastodon. Oh, by the way, there's going to be a Mastodon record on here. It's probably going to be a Leviathan. The thing about Mastodon is every time I've seen them live on YouTube, and it's usually at like the Daily Show or Tonight Show or whatever, they sound awful. When I went and saw them at that show, they sounded amazing. My theory is their in-ear monitors were not working properly, so they were having a hard time singing in tune with each other.
That's a bummer.
Because, when I saw them live, and I even watched a recent video, they sounded fantastic. They were all in tune, all in time with each other. So I think they were just having monitor issues, which, I mean, if you can't hear your bandmates or
definitely.
yourself for that matter, it's going to be hard.
Yep. Absolutely. I definitely know that feeling. So yeah, I don't know enough about Kevlar Tack. That is not how it is, but interesting.
I've always pronounced it as Keveltrek, but yeah.
Anyway, don't have anything on there. 95 Dream Theater's Images and Words. I don't like Dream Theater. I don't like
Dream Theater, but I don't like Dream Theater all that much either, but I can accept that they're going to be on here.
Number 94, Death Heaven, Sunbather. I can
go with that. Yeah.
Yep.
Here's the thing. I am not a huge fan of Sunbather. It's not a bad record, but I prefer New Bermuda.
Gotcha. I mean, I've listened to Sunbather because I've heard there's a lot of opinions about this record.
And Death Heaven in general.
And Death Heaven in general. The reason that I was interested in it is a lot of people say it is a black metal record that is produced like a pop album. And
that's not right.
I can see it, though.
I mean, if by produce like a pop record, you mean Not on a Potato, sure. Yeah. 100% it is not a black metal record in that sense. But, I mean, it's got the deep atmospheric feelings, and it's written like a black metal record to some extent.
Well, I mean, produced in that of how it was mixed and how it was recorded, not
right, not on a potato.
Yeah, like it's very, very high fidelity sounding for a black metal record, and they utilize the wall of sound technique that
it sounds great.
Yes,
I love that.
A lot of people do that.
You know what doesn't sound great?
What?
I'm 5 minutes into this album and I'm bored. Like,
oh, the Sunn record.
Yep. Like, I can do Funeral Doom. I can do Funeral Doom.
It's one step too deep, I think.
It's one step too deep. I'm still going. I will listen to it for this entire podcast.
Okay. All right. Maybe we're going to like discover something. Maybe like 15 minutes from now, you're going to be like, all right, I get it.
I get
but
it. Yeah,
I think you have to. I think you have to be high. I think you have to be like violently high.
Like a lot of my prog friends, which possibly they were high, who knows, love this record, love this band. Oh boy.
How much pot do they smoke?
I don't know. Because some of my pot smoking friends do not like this band.
Oh, interesting. Maybe it's alcoholics.
I hope not. He's a father. The one that recommends it to me.
Number 9. So yeah, Sunbather. I agree. I don't know. I don't know enough about it or the other albums on this list yet to say if it's like too low or too high. But yeah, I agree. It should be on here. 93, White Zombies, Lost Sexoristo, Devil Music Volume 1.
I guess.
Yeah, I get it. I'm not big on White Zombie or Rob Zombie. There are certainly songs that I enjoy. But this is the album that has like Thunder Kiss 65, which I'm not big on. I think I agree it should be here. I think low 90s or high 90s, I think is a decent spot for it.
See, this is the thing. When they say best, they never really mean best. They mean, for the most part, they mean popular.
Popular or influential.
Yeah.
Which I do agree that White Zombie is probably an influential band.
For sure. And that's why I'm not like going, no, this shouldn't be on that list.
Mm-hmm. I would have gone with the album that has More Human Than Human on it, unless if this is the album with More Human Than... Actually, let's find out. It's a learning podcast. I do like
I'm subjecting myself to really bad drone metal, or I guess really good drone metal that I just absolutely hate. Apparently I'm wrong.
More Human Than Human was on Astro Creep 2000. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I would have maybe put Astro Creep. 92, we've talked about this record before on the top album from each subgenre. This is I Hate God, Take As Needed for Pain.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure.
That's completely fine. 91, I've never heard of this. This is Naked City Torture Garden.
Never heard of it.
Cool. Passing on it then. I definitely disagree with this one. Body Count. Just no. Nope.
I mean,
they've been around since the 90s.
Yeah, no, Body Count was like old, man. Well, if 90s is old.
And it was Ice-T always in it?
Yep.
Gross. Ugh.
I get
Thumbs
the
down.
influence. I don't like Body Count, but I get the influence. Like, Cop Killer is like super important album to rap metal.
Ugh. But this isn't Cop Killer. This is Body Count.
Yeah, that's weird.
Big pass. 89, Nightwish, Once.
Sure. Yeah, in any Nightwish record I would put on here. Once is an interesting choice. I would have chosen some like Well,
also keep in mind there's no I don't believe there's a one album per band rule.
True, fair. I would have put like something like maybe Wishmaster.
Okay.
Or my favorite, which never makes it on the list, so I don't know what that says about me, except that everyone's wrong, is Century Child. Oh no, you know what? Yeah, I'm looking at Once now. No, that's a fine pick. Those are good songs. Okay. I forgot what was on it.
I guess if we ever get too confused, there is a blurb for each entry. So 88, I have not listened to this record, but we have brought up that I've listened to them recently, and I do agree that this band probably deserves to be on here somewhere. Pig Destroyer's Terrifier.
Sure, why not? I mean, I've never listened to a Pig Destroyer record. I hope to never listen to a Pig Destroyer record. I'm probably going to be forced to listen to a Pig Destroyer record.
This is their earlier grindcore stuff. It has way better production than your average grindcore band. But if I were to ever give you something Pig Destroyer, it'd probably be Newer, which is more along the lines of like hardcore than straight up grindcore. The song Army of Cops is like a pretty good song, actually. But anyway, so yes, I'll give a tentative thumbs up to 88's Pig Destroyer. 87 Man-O-War, Hail to England.
I mean, I don't like
I don't know this record.
One of the members was caught with child pornography, but yeah, okay, fine.
Oh, really? I did not.
Oh, you didn't
hear
know
that.
about this?
I did not know that.
Yeah, Man-O-War, child predator. Ooh. Carl Logan. And for a long time, the band didn't immediately excommunicate him or anything.
Yeah, I'm just gonna skip over this one then. Not gonna give my opinion on that. I redact anything I've said.
I mean, in terms of metal, yeah, I see it. Man-O-War was super influential.
They're Logan, power metal, right?
Yeah, Logan, you're a gross man, or not? Yeah. Logan, Carl. Oh yeah, Carl Logan. Yeah, you're a gross.
Oh, his name's Carl gross. Logan.
Yeah. You can never trust those first name people.
I just learned something about this record that I didn't know of. Number 86 is Lamb of God's As the Palaces Burn. But I just, on the blurb, it says Devin Townsend produced it, which I didn't know.
Yes, he did. And he also, I think, produced Ashes of the Wake. And those are two of my favorite records by Lamb of God.
The more you know.
Sacrament was another one.
I did not know that. So yeah, thumbs up on this one. I have not listened to this record, but I do love Lamb of God. From what I've heard,
you should.
So I'll check it eventually at some point.
You should. I guess Devin Townsend only did As the Palaces Burn. Huh. But I do really like that one.
Okay. 85. I haven't listened to this, but I understand. I think I'm giving it like the okay, which is the only important thing here. If we agree on whether it should be here or not, Rolling Stone, please hire us. Number 85, Dark Thrones, Transylvanian Hunger. Sure,
yeah, it's a black metal record. I get it.
It's apparently I recognize the cover, so it must be one of the bigger ones. I was going to describe losing my mind. I was going to describe it as a high contrast picture of one guy screaming, but I'm pretty sure that's most black metal covers.
Dude, I'm slowly losing my mind in this. Oh my god, why am I doing this to myself? Oh, I'm like,
keep going.
I'm almost done with the first song. I'm 13 minutes in, and it's just been a guy speaking with like drone noises in the background.
I was about to say, I don't know what the vocals are like in Sunn.
Yeah, right now it's a guy speaking in a low tone, very monotoned. Okay. And it's like somebody taking their pick and like slowly going up and down the string, but it's not the nice like pick scrapey sound. No, it's like you hear every individual coil kind of sound, which is a cool effect when it doesn't go on for 5 minutes.
Drone.
Oh my god!
You never know. Maybe something's gonna. First of all, like it's always possible that this isn't the record. Sure, it's always possible that maybe another record's the more possible one. But this was supposed to be in the top 100 records of all time.
When has Metal Injection been wrong?
Well, this is Rolling Stone.
When has Rolling Stone been wrong?
A couple of times on this list. 84, High on Fire, Blessed Black Wings. I don't understand High on Fire.
I don't get them either. I understand that why they probably should be in there. I don't like them. Sure. Thumbs up.
Yeah, I saw them when they opened up for Meshuggah, and I was kind of about it. I also forgot my earplugs at that show.
You do know you can go to the merch booth, and they usually are selling earplugs.
I couldn't find any for the life of me at that show.
Well, you can always ask the merch person.
Yeah. I think I did. I can't remember. This is in 2016. But so I went to a Meshuggah show with no ear protection. And boy, the next 3 days I could tell.
Dude, you know what?
Yeah.
You know what? You need to go see Gojira. I need to see Meshuggah. I've never seen Meshuggah. And you know what?
You have to go see them in an indoor show. Like
Gojira and Meshuggah, just please tour together.
Yeah.
Just do that for me and Ethan.
I am serious. If you're going to go to a show and it's outdoor, don't. Not that it won't be a good show, but like Meshuggah's presence is with their light show, which it's it's so good in the indoors. I saw them at the Chicago House of Blues, and it was just epic, dude. Especially when Future Breed Machine popped up. I'm like, it's the only thing that sucked about it was they played it significantly slower than the record version, but it was lame. It was awesome.
One thing, I wanted to bring this up during the Haken thing, and I forgot when we brought up Haken. I this year, before COVID ruined everything, literally happened a couple of days before I was going to go see it. I was going to go see a Contortionist was the opening band.
Okay.
Then Haken.
Oh, okay.
Devin Townsend was the headliner.
I mean, you had me sold there.
Yeah, and like it got canceled literally 2 days before I was going to see it. My friend got to go see it, and she was like, "Oh my god, it was so amazing! You should have come." And I was like, "Shut up! I hate you."
I don't really get the Contortionist, but I've also never really sat down with them. They're from Indy, aren't they?
Yeah. The Contortionist.
I remember
is
that was
Indy.
One of the. Yeah, along with Haste the Day, I think. No, they may be Ohio.
Yeah, this just got worse because now there's just static and a guy kind of going.
Maybe you really need to be like lights out zoning type stuff.
I am not going to give that this. No, that doesn't get this qualification. No. Oh, hey,
you did it with Primitive Man.
Okay, this one's interesting me a bit more. But yeah, I'm really mad that I missed that show. And they rescheduled it, and then that got canceled because America's dumb.
It's true. We are dumb.
We are very dumb. Let's move on.
For the surprising amount of people that live in France that have been listening to us, America's really stupid. Except you guys have had that down. You've hated us forever. And
but you gave us Gojira, and we really appreciate that.
I am pretty sure the reason we have French listeners is because Gojira has been tagged in like every episode.
As they should be.
Because we usually bring them up at least once.
I wonder why. Could it be that they're my favorite band? I don't know.
It's possible.
It's possible. Wait,
number 80. What?
I know we got a list, but this has also become Mitch Reacts to Sunn O while we talk about top 100 metal albums.
Did something interesting happen?
Well, it did. It was just a choir doing like one chord together, and it was that like, because I don't want to sing it myself. It's like on top of an organ, and it just is like, da, da. Okay, this is, I don't want to admit it. This is kind of interesting me.
Well, keep us updated. Hey, it is apparently one of the top 100 metal albums of all time. So you might...
I think you know what to title this is. Mitch Reacts to Sunn O.
You need to get a webcam and start recording your end too.
My laptop has one, but I'm not doing it. My room's dirty, and I have a bunch of dirty dishes on my desk.
Number 83, Baroness, the Red Album.
Okay, yeah, I love the Baroness. You would probably not.
I have not listened to any of it. I've heard that they are good.
They are good. I saw them.
If you're colorblind, I've heard that joke. Colorblind. Colorblind. You say it. I don't know the exact word.
I love the record. I love that. That's a Hard Times article. and it was like a colorblind fan of Baroness can't tell which album he's bought. Because literally they do not put the name of the album on there. It is just the color, and every album is very similar in design because it's just like really pretty forests or vegetation and naked women.
Yep, I see that. There's some this album though is definitely there have been a few albums above it that have shown like full titties. This full one titties. Has not. Full titties.
They recently got a new guitar player, which is the person I got to see. Granted, their old guitar player was cool, but her name's Gina Gleason.
Okay.
And she used to be part of Metallica, the all-female Metallica cover band.
Didn't know that existed.
Yep, but even better, she was part of Cirque du Soleil.
Oh, okay.
As a guitar player.
Cirque du Soleil?
Yeah, whatever it's called.
There's a D she's Canadian somewhere.
I think she's Canadian. Enough. I could be wrong.
Canadians, what are you gonna do?
Definitely my Metal Crush Monday. Whatever. We're ignoring that. I'm still listening to the Sunn O record, so I'm like getting mildly distracted.
It's okay.
Because but yeah, I loved her and their performance because I saw them in Indy. And she had so much energy. Like she even did like some death growls, which is not a part of their music at all.
Interesting.
So it's really good, but because you don't like Mastodon, I don't know if you're going to like them.
Okay. The blurb does mention Mastodon, so interesting. So 83 Baroness, the Red Album. I'll give it a thumbs up just because I've heard they're really good.
And yeah, I give it a thumbs up.
Yeah, 82. I haven't listened to the record, but I definitely think it belongs. Entomb's The Left Hand Path. It's a classic death metal record.
I've seen Entombed.
How were they?
They were good. It's death metal. I actually saw Entombed AD, which is
right.
Entombed minus like a member and added a member.
I think the original. Like yeah, I can't remember if Entombed is an HM2 band. I feel like they are.
HM2.
Yeah, the boss heavy metal that gives it like the Swedish death chainsaw sound. First couple Bloodbath is another big one that uses that. You would know it if you hear it.
Hey, look about that. Entombed is a Swedish death metal band formed in 1987 under the name of Nihilist. Entombed began their career as an early pioneer of the Scandinavian-ish death metal, which initially differed from its American counterpart by its distinct buzzsaw guitar tone.
Yep, HM2. I love the tone, but I understand why people don't. It's very rough, but I love it. I think it's great.
Yeah, I saw them with Amon Amarth and Ex Mortis.
Okay.
I bet you there's an Amon Amarth record on here.
Probably. 82 thumbs up on Entombed. 81, I haven't listened and I don't know enough about Bathory, but it's Bathory Under the Sign of the Black Mark.
I'll give it to there. I mean, it's Bathory's an important black metal. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Thumbs up, I suppose. I've heard of Ministry. So this I think,
Ministry, yeah.
80 Ministries, Psalm 69, The Way to Succeed and the Way to Suck Eggs.
Let's ask Aesop Rock. He mentions them once.
It's in this song Blood Sandwich.
Yes.
I lose interest after the first verse in that song. Like once he's done talking about baseball. I'm not sure why. I don't know enough about Ministry.
I love how it's like when he's done talking about baseball, when the important part of that like song baseball. Is that, and the important part of that portion of the song was the fact that the baseball coach bludgeoned a gopher to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the intro for Aesop for that song is I'm really impressed by the consistent flow.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ministry. I just don't know enough to say whether or not they belong on this. From what I've heard, I'm not really into it, but it's kind of that industrial sound, and I'm not really.
Yeah, no, I mean that's 100% what it is. Not my thing.
Okay,
but sure, I get it. They're a well-known, important band. I know a lot of right-wingers hate them now, but it's one of those bands where it's like, man, they were good before they were political, and then they've always been political.
Like Rage Against the Machine.
Rage Against the Machine, System of a Down.
Yeah, I liked when System wasn't political. Yeah, okay, this one might make you mad based on how low it is. Slaughter of the Soul at the Gates, 79.
You're wrong, but sure.
Yeah,
I'm glad it's on there at least.
Yeah, I'm definitely glad it's on there, but I think it's a little low. I would probably at least put it in the top 50.
I mean,
personally.
It was literally been noted, at least by Banger TV, which I consistently agree with Banger TV for the most part, depending on which of the casters is talking. But the main guy who did Headbanger's Journey was like, yeah, this record saved death metal pretty much because people were starting to fall out of love with it. And then Mellow Death came around. And yeah, for a record that possibly saved an entire genre.
Yeah, I think it's rated a little bit low, but yeah, but it definitely belongs on this list. So it gives partial thumbs up for me. It's just too low. I think at least top 50 is where it needs to be sitting, possibly top 25. But we don't know what other albums are on this list.
There's throat singing now.
Oh, all right, that's different.
Yeah, that's. Am I still on the second song? I am still on the second song. It was interesting.
Is it better?
It got more interesting because it had the choir and it had a bell. The guitars and bass are still very drony. Oh, everything went silent. The throat singing literally sounded like just random noises, but it was throat singing. Now there's just silence. Oh, and there's some static sound. Okay. The guitar buzz is back. We're good. Great.
I've heard their album Black One is supposed to be pretty crushing.
I guess I'll listen to that one next.
Hey, it has a 2-minute song on there.
Oh. Wow, that's like
really?
That's that's the drone metal equivalent of that Napalm Death song.
Oh man, I mean, I think Black Void is the only one that I've actually remembered like Fantano talking about.
Oh, great. Wonderful.
He officially made me mad on a video he put up today. Not mad, but like something I just wholeheartedly disagree with. Like he was making Alter Bridge out to be a bad band. I'm like,
what?
Alter Bridge is great. What are you talking about?
I mean, like they're not my favorite band. I do like them. They were one of the bands I used to listen to all the time in high school. They're like talented guys. The music sounds good for the most part. Mm-hmm. They got some proggy elements every now and again.
Yeah, the video is he asked his fan base to like send him lists of their favorite albums or whatever because the video was like time to roast or something like that, and a guy put Fortress up on his like top list thing. And
oh man, Fortress is good too, especially that opening track with like the Spanish guitar.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I love Fortress, and he's like, well, if you're gonna put a Alter Bridge record on this, I guess Fortress is the one you would do. But like, he was just talking trash. I'm like, this is the first time I've really been like wholeheartedly against what you're saying.
Yeah, he's bad. I hate him. He did agree with me on a black metal record though, which I was really surprised.
I don't hate Fantano. I like that he is succinct. Like I think he explains his opinions well, even if I don't necessarily agree with all of them. And I like, I like some of his sillier videos. Like, if you watch his review he has a character named Cal Chuchesta or something like that. He has like 14 sweaters on and a fake mustache. He did a joke album and then he did a joke video reviewing that album. And it's actually a pretty entertaining watch. But anyway.
So the band that me and him kind of like, I was like, oh, I'm surprised that he had a nice thing to say, was a Slavonic band called Batushka.
Okay.
And they sing in traditional Slavonic, but they are a Gregorian chant black metal band.
Okay.
It is really cool because it's like standard black metal. Oh, and they're one of the few black metal bands that uses 8-string guitars.
Interesting.
But it's like standard like black metal, maybe like symphonic black metal. But you never knew that black metal would sound even cooler with some dudes in the background just doing Gregorian chants in Slavonic.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
I tend like he doesn't review metal all that often.
There's trumpets in here now.
Ooh. I like his video. I definitely don't agree. I did watch his Opeth reviews, and I was like, yeah, these are just wrong because.
Sometimes
anyway.
I think his opinions are literally him just trying to get a rise out of people, which if that's true,
I don't necessarily think that.
I don't know.
I did like watching the video. Anthony Fantano hating on Eminem for 28 minutes. I thought that was funny. Somebody just supercut like 3 of his different reviews on Eminem songs. Anyway, we're at 78. Voivod, Dimension Hatros.
Sure.
I don't know what. I don't know. Do you know this one?
I know Voivod.
Okay.
But outside of that, no, not really. Is this the band I think it is? No, this is a different band. I do know Voivod, though. I could see him being on there. It's a name I recognize. It's not some I've ever listened to, but...
Gotcha. I've never heard of them, so I can't say. Okay. I see
the band
this one.
I'm thinking of.
If this has a one album per band rule, I do not agree with this, but it's number 77, Meshuggah's Destroy, Erase, Improve.
Yeah. No, I would have gone with probably... I mean, I would love to say Koloss, but let's be honest, it's probably going to be the one with Bleed on it.
Yeah, it's either going to be Obzin, Chaos Sphere, or nothing, I believe. Don't get me wrong, Destroy, Erase, Improve is good, but if it's one album per band, this ain't it, Chief. Especially like it's also I feel like it might be a hair low.
Okay. I will say this about this so far. I still absolutely hate this, but it has some intriguing parts that would actually be cool if there was more to it. It is literally a guy just sitting on a keyboard playing chords.
Okay. You never know.
Different synths.
You never know.
Oh yeah, I'm only 33 minutes in.
Hey, it might hook
and a guy is still going
it might hook you. By the end of this, it's like, I'm going to go listen to another.
There might be a chance that, depending on, I mean, we're going pretty slow through this, so who knows? Maybe I'll be able to get 1.5 Sunn O records in. And I'm still always going to pronounce their name wrong until I like them.
Sure, Destroy, Erase, Improve, but if it's only one album per band, I disagree.
Negative. Yeah.
Sure. So 76, Twisted Sisters, Stay Hungry. Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Yep, that works with me. It's the record that has We're Not Gonna Take It, so. 75, Morbid Angels, Covenant, sure. Haven't listened to it, but it's a classic record. Number 74, same, Venom's Welcome to Hell.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Number 73, Scorpions, Blackout.
I'd
never considered Scorpions to be a metal band.
I don't either, but they are.
Okay. All right.
It's that weird area of like classic metal where you're like, isn't this just rock? And it is metal.
Okay. All right. I suppose I don't know enough about Scorpions to say.
I mean, come on, dude. Rock You Like a Hurricane, like way more brutal than Bathory.
Yeah, exactly. Number 72, Isis, Oceanic.
I've actually never listened to Isis. Unfortunate name for modern times.
Yeah.
For people that don't know, ISIS, not the terrorist group, is, I believe, an Egyptian god.
I believe it is a goddess of fertility. I think I could be wrong.
She was the goddess of moon, life, and magic. She protected women and children and healed the sick.
I was close.
Sounds like a pretty good goddess. Why you gotta go and ruin that terrorist organization
that we may or may not have funded? Anyway, I'm
going
to cut that out.
Spicy.
I don't know enough about the band Isis, so
I know nothing. I know the name. I'll say sure, but maybe not.
This is another one I'm a little confused by. 71, Living Color, Vivid.
Living Color is a metal band?
That's what I was thinking too. I mean, Cult of Personality's cool. They're kind of in the same void as like Faith No More. In that alt metal kind of way.
It's got that rock, hard rock, funk metal, apparently.
Okay.
To be fair, outside of Cult of Personality, I don't know anything about any songs. So, like, Cult of Personality as a metal song? No. But
it is a sick intro theme.
Oh my god. I got 30 more minutes and it's the last song. Why can't you be good like Mirror Reaper?
I wonder if they've ever collaborated.
No, that would be garbage. Bellwitch can't save this band.
They might.
Okay, there's a really cool drone bell. I can get behind drone bell.
So yeah,
and
Living
slow
Color,
guitar.
Living Color, Vivid, sure.
Okay, maybe this 30-minute track will save it. So far, I'm interested.
Is it literally 30 minutes?
It starts at 37 and ends at 53, so it's like 20.
Number 70, Death's Human.
Sure, yeah, fine. Not my favorite Death record, but it's a good one.
Same. I would probably put Sound of Perseverance personally. But that's apparently a controversial take.
It is, because that's when they started getting cool and proggy instead of just being death metal.
Well, they were always a little proggy.
Yeah, but this was more proggy.
Okay.
A lot of people after hearing that record were like, him and Michael Ockerfeldt should collab. And that would have been really cool. And then he died. I heard he was a super nice guy too.
Yeah, I did hear that. It's a shame. Rip Chuck.
It's a bit. Yep.
Number 69. Nice. Soundgarden, Louder Than Love.
Soundgarden?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here's the thing. Is grunge metal?
I feel like it's in that alt category. I think because what's up?
I kicked my cat in the face.
Oh, poor cat.
Cat.
I think it can be considered metal. I think it's just in that gray area.
All right, fair.
Like I could consider some Alice in Chains metal. But also they're not the grungiest band to begin with.
Do you think Nirvana's going to be on here? Oh my god. Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah. The question is what record?
It's going to be the one with Smells Like Teen Spirit.
I think that's Nevermind. It's the one with the baby, I think. But I know a lot of people really like In Utero, which is the I don't know. Sure, Soundgarden. It's not a record I've listened to, but I like some Soundgarden. I really like Chris Cornell's vocals. I'm more of an Audio Slave fan. I'm more of an Audio Slave fan when it comes to
once
him.
Again, rip Chris Cornell.
Yes, absolutely. 68. Marilyn Manson, Portrait of an American Family.
Fine, whatever. He's important in industrial metal. I don't like industrial. There's not been one industrial metal band. I specifically
don't like Marilyn Manson.
And I've seen Marilyn Manson live for 30 seconds before I walked away.
Yep. I guess
because I was at Vakken. He was one of the main people.
I guess Trent Reznor produced this record. When it comes to industrial, I do like a little bit of Nine Inch Nails.
Trent Reznor did the soundtrack. So I'm giving a thumbs down on Marilyn Manson personally. I know he's important, but the top 100 albums of metal, no. You knew it was going to happen.
67.
I'm fine with it. Ooh, that's really cool.
You just said that something in a Sunn record was cool.
Oh yeah! Wow, a 5-second moment. Wow.
Maybe
I've
that's
only
what
had this.
Maybe that's what you listen to Sunn for. It's like
the 5 seconds of ooh, that hit different.
Number 67, Queensryche, Operation Mindcrime.
Sure,
Queensryche, cool.
They did it again. That's
10 seconds.
All it is. Let me explain what it is. So there's just a bunch of background kind of humming. By humming, I mean guitar hum, and low deep bell ring, / a bass string or something. It's really low and in the background, and there's the thump of a bass drum every now and again. I think. I don't know. My brain might be filling some of this stuff in because it's this. I've literally gone. This started at 37. I've almost gone 5 minutes, and there's been barely anything. But they have the that strings horn kind of crescendo dissonant sound that you hear in horror movies. That was where I went, ooh, that's cool. And they just keep doing that now. They're overusing it.
Jeez. They're overusing it. Sunn. That's a sentence I never thought I'd hear.
I mean, it's cool. It sounds cool. I'm hearing things in this so far that I'm this would be really cool in a record that was not this, because it's just going on.
You do need to listen to it on monitors. Maybe there's stuff hidden that you're not hearing.
I don't know. No, because I'm hearing everything so far.
Maybe you should listen to it in reverse.
Shut the fuck up.
Number 66, Deftones, White Pony. Sure.
Sure. Why not? I don't.
Sure.
I still can't get. I don't understand Deftones. I don't know why
Neither
people
do
like
I.
them. But people like them.
Somebody described them as horny corn.
I don't. That does not make me any more interested.
Yeah, I don't get them really, but also I've never really sat down with them, so I get it. They're a big band. Now this one I wholeheartedly agree with. Number 65, Faith No More, Angel Dust. Great record. Absolute thumbs up.
I don't know Faith No More that well, but I know the name, so sure.
That record is labeled as probably their best one.
I bet you Lateralis is in top 25.
Ugh, gross. 64, Godflesh, Street Cleaner.
I don't know it at all.
Neither do I. All right. Number 63, Sodom, Agent Orange.
Don't know them.
I know
the name.
Yeah,
I do know the name.
They're a thrash / death metal band.
Yes,
I can
thrash
see
death.
it. I can see it. The only song I know by them is Napalm in the Morning, and I do like that song.
This is really cool atmosphere, but it's just so long. I want it to be Bell Witch because I at least know that it would change soon.
Here's another Doom band. 62, great. Sleep, Jerusalem. Yep.
Oh, they chose Jerusalem instead of Dope Smoker. Okay.
They've mentioned Dope Smoker.
Wait, give me a second. Wait, is that the one that I think it is? Is Jerusalem... Okay, so here's the funny thing. Jerusalem is Dope Smoker.
Is it?
They released 2 versions.
Released in 1999 as Jerusalem and reissued in 2003 as Dope Smoker.
Yep.
So it is Dope Smoker.
It's Dope Smoker. And I listened to 20 minutes of Dope Smoker in the dark, doing absolutely nothing. Unfortunately, I don't get high, so I was not in the proper mindset, I guess. It's a bad record. That's boring.
That's a hot take.
It is boring. You know what is good? You know what is a good song by them? Dragonaut. It's about a crimson. It's about an astronaut flying through space on a crimson dragon. Much better song.
It sounds like a good song.
Also, I like the guitar riff. It's very catchy.
Yeah, I've never listened to any Sleep, so yeah.
I'm 46 minutes in, and they keep doing the crescendo string trumpet thing. Except it's less dissonant now. Now it just sounds like a really good background to a movie or video game or something. If it didn't go on for like 30 minutes,
it's okay. You still got time.
I got 10 more minutes of this, and then this album is done. No, 5 more minutes. Ooh, I'm close.
So are you saying that you don't consider it to be one of the top 100 metal albums of all time?
No, and I don't understand the people that like this. Please just be really high. Please just be really high.
Explain it in a way that we can understand.
Because there, soundscape wise, there's some really, really cool ideas, but it just drags on.
Maybe it's like the thump of the bass or something at like a live show.
I don't know how anyone could do this live. I don't.
Usually with drugs.
Yeah. I just
61. I have listened to a little bit of this after the episode where we went through the top record from each genre. This is Converge's Jane Doe, labeled as the best metalcore record of all time. Very interesting. I can see it. I actually consider it to be more of a math record, like a mathcore, than a metalcore record. It's very chaotic. I'm digging this.
They have a solo trumpet part, and it's pretty good. If it wasn't, yeah. I'm digging elements. I'm not digging the record. Keep going.
Converge's Jane Doe.
I know nothing about it.
Okay. 60. Melvin's Bullhead. Sure. I don't know enough about Melvins.
Are the Melvins a metal?
I thought they were more punk, but like
I thought they were punk as well, like that Celtic punk and
sludgy. On this, it says for much of their first decade as a band, the Melvins replaced the antipathy and anomy of sludgier punk bands with a Beefheartian push-pull. I don't know what I mean. I know Beefheart.
All I heard was punk, and that shouldn't be on the top 100 metal. So punk isn't metal. The hypnotic bending sloth speed 3-note riff of Boris would obviously inspire the Japanese band of the same name, grindcore. Nasher's Brutal Truth couldn't resist covering. Okay. I don't know why this is on here, but I guess. Thumbs down.
But yeah, thumbs down. 59. Interesting choice for this band. Napalm Death's From Enslavement to Obliteration. I believe this is... Oh, no, it's their second record. So I think they were still in grindcore mode. I don't think they were in death metal mode yet. This album looks like
there's a harp.
Jackie Chan on the record.
There's a harp in this.
Ooh.
Sunn O, you do cool things sometimes. Less long, please. Whoa, okay, that was a weird trumpet. That was weird. It went... Okay. This is... Dude, okay, I'll talk later. Keep going.
Yeah, I'll give a thumbs up to Napalm Death's From Enslavement to Obliteration.
I don't know specifically about the album, but like the band, obviously.
Number 58, Life of Agony, River Runs Red. I've never heard of them.
Never heard of them either. I mean, it's definitely a metal band because that's a metal band name, but yeah.
57, Emperor, Anthems of the Welkin at Dusk.
I don't know Emperor's.
Sure.
I want to go through Emperor because I really like Isan or whatever you want to call him.
Isane.
but it's spelled IHSAHN.
I know. I'm just joking.
Okay.
I'm just joking. Yes,
I'm sorry.
I'll give a thumbs up to Emperor.
Yeah.
I know you're discombobulated by Sunn.
This is so.
Ooh.
This is so weird.
I accidentally scrolled a little too far. You're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like it.
No, don't. Just go back. I'll deal with the hate later.
56, the Dillinger Escape Plan, Calculating Infinity. Sure.
Yeah.
Number.
I still need. I need to listen to a Dillinger Escape Plan album because I don't get them. I don't get their popularity.
I've never listened to a full record. I tried listening. They have a record with Mike Patton in it, and I didn't really like it that much. And Mike Patton is a god, so like I don't.
God, well, I know the name Mike Patton. What is he known for?
Faith No More.
That's
Mr.
right.
Bungle.
That's right.
He also did all of the zombie noises in the Left 4 Dead games. Number 55, Blackwater Park.
Wrong.
Way too low.
Way too low.
Yes, belongs on the list. Way too low on the record.
Way too low.
On the number.
And you know what? Soldier Soul, too low.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Also, wasn't Mars the Sirius like in the 90s?
Yep. Mars the Sirius was in like 95 or something like that.
Way too low. And the Meshuggah record. Wrong one and way too low.
Yeah. Rolling Stone, get your game together. Step up your game on this 3-year-old.
Hire somebody that actually listens to metal.
Definitely belongs there. It's just way too low. Like, not even top 50. That means they think every other record above this is better than Blackwater Park. So let's keep that in mind. Number 54, Helmet, Meantime.
All right, we should stop this and just react to Sunn O.
I've never listened.
Less painful.
I've never listened to Helmet. Outside of, I think they did a Metallica cover, and I was like,
"Yeah, that sounds about right." Wow. I finished the Sunn O record.
What do you think? Is it worse than you? Is it better than you thought? Is it just about the same?
It's honestly, that was pretty much an instrumental record. Like, there was a guy talking on occasion, but most of that was just instrumental. It's a soundscape. That's really what it is. That last song was actually kind of interesting. It was too damn long. And it had some really...
I'm gonna Google some. Go ahead.
It had some really chaotic symphonic parts. There was like a trumpet, some strings, but they were definitely keyboard strings. And a harp. And they were all doing things together, and it created a really neat soundscape, but not 16 minutes worth of neat.
So I was going to, I was going to look at this. I Googled best Sunn album. The first thing that popped up was that record.
Okay.
But it was also old. One? It's also old. So here's a Reddit thread from a year ago.
Okay.
What is your ranking of the Sunn O discography? I only have Flight of the Behemoth, White One, and Monoliths and Dimensions. I want to know which ones you think I should get next. Somebody says Black One is essential. There's a lot of people concurring with. There's a lot of people saying Black One. Some guy said Alter. Another Black One.
Why is Sunn O good?
Oh, I did watch Fantano's review of Life Metal. What did you rate it? A 7 out of 10 for Life Metal.
Oh my god, I fucking hate him.
Sunn O is really just two guys named Steve and Greg.
Sounds about right.
People in the comments are giving in the Fantano review, people are giving the Life Metal like 9s. I'm like,
what the fuck?
Interesting.
So should I listen to Black One or Life Metal?
Let me see if Fantano's done any other ones. Fantano, Sunn. Pyroclasts. That was also a year ago. He did review Monoliths and Dimensions. This is old.
Okay. So I'm on a site called Trailblazing. No, what? Oh, Treble. I'm on Treble. And it's just a beginner's guide to Sunn O's colossal drone.
Mm-hmm.
And they have Monoliths and Dimensions as the third thing they mention. This is Sunn O's best album, their masterpiece. The album that revealed the breadth of their work and the transcendent beauty therein. I will contest to the fact that there were some really pretty parts in there.
Yeah.
I like that last song. I was like, this is really cool. This is really pretty. My God, it's 2:30 in the morning. But
also, something that Fantano posted, he has a video talking about seeing them live, and apparently he really liked it.
I don't get it. To me, it has some cool parts.
Maybe we should ask the Facebook page. Maybe somebody will reply.
Maybe.
I know people that like Sunn.
I do too. I just don't get it. But I also know people that like Imperial Triumph, and to me, their vocalist sounds like hot garbage.
Let me see if they're on Metallum. They are on Metallum. What's their best rated Sunn?
Huh.
Oh, they have so much. They have so many live albums. Jesus. No, I don't want I want the main. There we go. Thank Christ. So Monoliths and Dimensions is their most highly reviewed. Life Metal has an 88. Monoliths, really? A 93 for Monoliths and Dimensions with 11 reviews. Black One has 15 reviews at an 84. I don't know. This did answer a question that Sunn is named after the Sunn amplifier brand, which I didn't know who was named after who, like if they were first or the
all right
amps were first.
I'm going to say I'm listening to an Imperial Triumph song right now. I'm not hating the vocalist as much, so maybe I was wrong.
Okay, interesting.
Have I ever described Sunn to you, or not Sunn, Imperial Triumph?
No.
They're avant-garde black metal, death metal. They're just avant-garde. I mean, one of their songs has it's this one, Barbershop Quartet in it.
Odd.
They are very jazzy metal, but not like Mr. Bungle low. Mr. Bungle.
Bungle. Yep.
They are way more experimental.
Interesting. So yeah, you've officially listened to a full Sunn record. I bet you weren't expecting that, ever. I give you credit though. I give you credit for giving it a chance. I don't know if I could. Maybe I'll listen to one.
I am not hating this.
Imperial Sunn.
No, Imperial Triumph.
Mm.
I'm going to send you, and I just want you to tell me, since we did this. Since I did this, you can do that. And I guess I'll listen to Living Metal, because that sounded like a lot of people like that one.
Life Metal. I was going to say,
Metal?
if you wanted me to look at a Sunn record, I could either do Black One or Life Metal.
You can do Black One while I do Life Metal.
Sure.
After you listen to that. And we can both just keep going through that list, because
how long is it? Is this just a song? Okay. Please.
Yeah, I'm not
Okay, it immediately feels like BioShock. I'll just keep this on in the background. Sure, on Helmet, but I just don't know enough about them to give a yes or a no. 53, Typo Negative, Bloody Kisses. Sure.
Sure, why not? I'm not a fan, but I get it.
Me either. I don't. 52, Def Leppard's Pyromania.
I guess.
Sure, again. This one I can agree with, and I've been seeing a lot of the music kicked in. This is very odd. I've been seeing some deliberation about this record. I used to think it was highly regarded, like, around the board, but people are been kind of backlashing it recently. It's Carcass's Heartwork. I haven't listened to it, but I know it's big in the world of just I think it's like progressive death metal.
I hate these vocals. Never mind.
Are you talking about Imperial?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm at 130. I do not like these vocals.
I like the instrumentation because it's interesting. They have some really cool instrumentation parts in these, but
I don't mind the muttered vocals that are at like 145. But the growls are really weird.
They're not good to me. They sound like somebody that doesn't know how to growl.
Oh, apparently this record's new. It's recommending me Fantano's review of it. But he's wearing his yellow flannel, so that means he was kind of positive about it.
Yep. No, he loved this, and a lot of people like it, and I just don't get it. Mostly because the vocalist.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Don't get me wrong. It's very interesting. But it sounds like a dude trying to do a voice more than trying to, like, growl.
All right. Well, you can stop.
Well, I'm going to keep going.
I was going to just be like, put on the black one.
Oh, okay. I mean, I can do that. It's okay. I might finish the song later. So
I'm going to give that album a listen one day because the guy who likes Sunn also really likes Imperial Triumph, and I like Matt, so Matt, I'll do it for you.
So I'm checking out Black One, and you're doing Life Metal?
Yep, and I have it going now.
All right, starting it up.
Matt, if you listen to this, Matt, which I'm going to force you to, I want you to know I made the sacrifice to listen to 2 Sunn records. And if I finish this one, that means this podcast has gone on way too long.
Same. This is an hour. It's okay. I'm gonna hold off. Yeah, Carcass Heartwork. Thumbs up for me. 51.
I don't know Carcass well enough, but sure.
Number 50. Kind of surprising. Slipknot's Iowa.
They put Slipknot above Black. Fuck this list.
I think Slipknot belongs here somewhere. I
don't disagree with Slipknot being. Yeah, that's my complaint here.
But also,
it's not that I don't think Slipknot's not good or anything.
But also, like, this is one of my least favorite Slipknot records. So for me, it's like it's too high when we're comparing to other records, and it's not the right one. I would have put Volume 3 or the self-titled. I know Iowa is the heavy one, but I'm good. I like the atmosphere of this so far. It kind of reminds me of a horror game, but this is the shortest song on the record. So number 49, Neurosis, Through Silver and Blood.
I still need to listen to Neurosis.
Yeah, I haven't listened to them either.
But yes, they're a very big band.
48.
I get it.
48, Rainbow. It's a Dio band. Rising.
Yep. Yeah, I can get down with that. I like Michael Ockenfeldt did a cover of Catch the Rainbow by Rainbow live, and it was really good. It's also one of the only times I've ever seen him not with a guitar besides in Bloodbath.
That's weird, because when I've watched footage of him in Bloodbath, he's still playing guitar.
Oh, does it? Oh, no, the one time I've seen him in Bloodbath, he doesn't touch a guitar. Huh. Well, anyways.
Okay, so I think I've heard this before. I recognize this riff anyway. So the first track, I'm actually giving it a thumbs up. I liked the atmosphere. It sounded like it belonged in, like, Slender. This isn't horrible so far. I'm expecting it to be repetitive because it's a Doom record, and B, it's a drone record. So yeah, Rainbow. Yeah, I'm good with it. Yeah. I recognize Tarot Woman because it was part of Metallica's Dio medley, which is a fantastic cover medley. Yeah, 47, Slayer, South of Heaven. Sure.
I honestly thought it would have been Rain in Blood.
Yeah, same. But I've heard South of Heaven is supposed to be good. I don't know. So, sure. All right, so we got some weird, like, Seventh Circle of Hell screaming type stuff, and a guy muttering underneath it.
Oh, cool. All I got is
Okay, we got some like reverby growls too.
Yeah, I just got guitars doing stuff. Oh, okay, this is getting interesting now. It only took
I'm not hating this so
4
far.
minutes. Oh my God, has Mitch been wrong all his life? I don't like that thought.
Number 46, Leviathan, Mastodon.
There it is. Wow. Okay, I guess. I don't know if I agree on its placement. I knew it was going to be on there.
Uh-huh.
I just don't know if I agree with that placement. I don't know if it's too low or high, though. I'm a little surprised it beat Mars to Sirius.
I'd say it's
Shut up.
too
Your
high.
opinion doesn't matter. Yeah, whatever.
Well, especially compared to like From Mars to Sirius and Blackwater Park. Like, I don't know.
Ooh, there's some soft, clean vocals in this.
I'm actually liking this. I know it's repetitive, but it's not. So I liked Primitive Man for the atmosphere. This is like less chaotic Primitive Man so far.
Dude, I kind of think I like this song. I'm digging the layered, harmonized vocals over a very drony guitar. No, I wanted to keep my stance. No, I did not. It did not change my mind, however, on the apparently their best record. It was pretty, but like...
This is a very dark album. The soundscape in this is very, very dark. It reminds me of like hell.
I know what this reminds me of. The vocals, they're way in the background, which might just be my headphones, but it could also definitely be a purposeful part of the mix. Mm-hmm. But the layering kind of reminds me of how a vocoder layers, and that immediately makes me think of Cynic.
Okay. Yeah, this if you were describing parts of the one record as pretty, this is the opposite. It's very, very dissonant. And I'm still on the second song. It's only 5 minutes long, but the first two I'm liking so far. Number 45, Exodus, Bonded by Blood. Sure. Number 44, Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil. Sure. Okay, interesting choice for this band. 43, Judas Priest's Stained Class.
You know, I wouldn't have expected that one.
Me either. I would have expected like Painkiller or Screaming for Vengeance, but Judas Priest definitely belongs on the list. I'm just kind of iffy about the album choice. This song's getting a little long in the tooth, but I still like it. 42, Diamond Head, Lightning to the Nations. I don't know.
I've never even heard that name.
Yeah, don't know him. 41, Kyuss, Blues for the Red Sun.
I mean,
KYUSS.
That kind of sounds badass, honestly. What's the blurb? That kind of sounds cool. I like the name of the album.
Other guitarists have reveled in the deafening low end, but Kyuss co-founder and future Queens of the Stone Age leader, Josh Homme, made the practice into something almost scientific. His guitar, tuned down and fed through a bass cabinet, delivered a sound that would be described as a crushed velvet of fuzz guitar tones. As luxurious was it deafening. That's very interesting, because I like Queens for a Stone Age. Queens of the Stone Age. I might have to look at that.
To check that.
And it's from 92. Kyuss, KYUSS. Blues for the Red Sun. I wonder if he's singing in that too. From the sounds of it,
I'm digging this.
Life metal?
Yeah.
All right, I'm on to the third song now. Cursed Realms of the Winter Demons. Got like a storm going on. All right, 41. I don't know, but it sounds very interesting, I guess. Number 40, Mayhem's De Mysterious Dom Sathanas. It's the classic one that everybody knows. It's Under the Freezing Moon or whatever. Sure. Number 39, Pantera, Far Beyond Driven. I would have gone with... I would have gone with Cowboys or Vulgar. But sure, something different. 38, Iron Maiden's Power Slave. Sure, I like Power Slave. I probably would have
gone with assumed Number of the Beast.
Yeah. But I love Aces High and 2 Minutes to Midnight, so I'm cool with it. This is very weird. The Sunn.
Yeah, I mean this is interesting. They kind of gone on and on with this same motif of drony guitar only doing like 2 to 3 notes and then layered vocals that I don't know what they're saying because they're so quiet. Mm-hmm. But they're interesting sounding.
What's happening in the first part of this song, it sounds like there's a storm going on, and there are vocals, but they're distorted to the point where it sounds like wind.
Interesting. Wow, I'm still on the first song.
Okay, we got guitars coming in again now. It's very interesting. So yeah, thumbs up on Power Slave for me. Okay, if it's one album per band, which I think it is, this is interesting. 37, Black Sabbath's Heaven and Hell.
Wow, that's a really controversial choice.
Which, I'm for it. I love that record.
Because that's Dio era, right?
Yeah, I think it was Dio's first one. Neon Nights, Heaven and Hell.
I mean, don't get me wrong, that record's great, but like, wow, really? Wow, okay.
Yeah, I agree. It was very interesting choice. I've never heard of this record, which is interesting. 36, Van Halen's Women and Children First.
I mean, yeah, no, I haven't either, but I don't even know any Van Halen records, to be fair.
I mean, they have Van Halen 1, Van Halen 2, and Van Halen 3. Yeah.
Okay, besides that.
Well, apparently this is the album that has Eruption on it. Interesting.
All right. Yeah, I'm for it. I mean, it's Van Halen.
Okay, it is not one album per band.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
Which is going to come in after this one, which I was going to be mad until I scrolled too far. 35, Kill 'Em All, Metallica.
Okay. Yeah, fine. That's fine.
Yeah. And then what I was going to, number 34 is Master of Reality by Sabbath.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I'm for it.
Now we don't know who one could be.
Yeah, we have no idea. Yeah. So update on this. I like the atmosphere. I'm not necessarily bored by what's going on, but it is samey.
So here's the thing. From what I've gotten from the last one and this one, this is not a band that I think you just put on and listen to. I think this is like one that you like are doing other things. There are horses in this. What the hell?
We're getting some interesting chords. What this song is doing is it's layering.
Yeah.
So there's still the storm. There's still wind, but now the guitars are stacking on one another.
So from what I'm getting at with this so far, from everything I've heard, is it is not literally about the music. It's just the atmosphere it generates.
Yeah.
And it's cool. There are cool things going on. I will redact my thing that they are a bad band. They are different in the same way Primitive Man is different. I'm kind of glad I did this. Will I buy their albums? No. This isn't the same as me throwing Mirror Reaper on and driving for an hour and a half to listen to the record or laying in my bed. This is not holding my interest enough to be like, I'm going to listen to this and be in a mood and happy with it. It's the same thing with Swallow the Sun's Songs from the North.
I tend to agree. Here's where I stand on the whole like having it on in the background thing. If their other albums are prettier than the one I'm listening to right now, I could see it as like sleeping music. But I'll get that. Very evil sounding.
Ooh, I kind of wish I chose that one, though I do enjoy this prettiness. This like has Bell Witch tones if Bell Witch was somehow slower and had more instruments and no vocals. That's the other thing I'm getting from this. They are not a band that has vocals and lyrics. It is almost purely an instrumental band. And
this one's had pretty consistent screaming in it. I just headbutted my microphone.
by having vocals, I mean, the vocals are not a main part. There is a chime. That's kind of neat. I kind of like that. This is just okay. I hate this. I hate. Ugh. It's interesting. It's cool. Sunn fans, I'm sorry. Do I think it deserves to be in the top 100? No. Do I think it's a record maybe people should listen to be like, ooh, this is different? Yeah.
Ooh, interesting. We're having like running motifs. They have like, I'm hearing a different version of the riff that was in the last song, but it's a lot. Like, it's similar, but it's still different.
I'm going to have to send an apology letter to Matt. God damn it.
This is interesting.
It's interesting. It's definitely not, I'm going to buy this album, throw it in the car kind of thing.
No.
Like Primitive Man.
Wow,
but it's something I'm like...
Sorry, I'm scrolling ahead on the thing and I shouldn't be.
No, don't do that. Let's react to the next one.
33, Countdown to Extinction, Megadeth.
Sure. Fine. Yeah.
Not the album I'd choose, but...
Who knows? Maybe there's one further down.
Yeah, like this one. 32, Black Sabbath, Sabotage.
What?
I've never even heard of this record.
What's the cover of it? I might know it.
It's like them walking out of a picture frame. It's Ozzy. Oh, it's a mirror.
Okay, interesting. No, I don't know it.
Me either. 31, Seasons of the Abyss, Slayer.
I guess. This
means Rain and Blood's going to be in the top 10.
Probably. I'm starting to get that they're going to start pissing me off more and more by just repeating thrash and Sabbath.
Yeah. 30, Korn, self-titled.
Fine, I guess. I don't like Korn.
Okay, I know that this record is considered good, but I don't understand the band very much, at least for their big record, which I'll explain in a minute. 29 is Sepultura's Chaos AD. I don't understand.
Is that the one with Bloody Roots on it?
No, that's the album called Roots, which I do not understand the popularity of that. I think this is when they're more on their like deathy, thrashy type. I think I've heard parts of this record, and I did like what I heard compared to like Roots, Bloody Roots. So sure, I'll say all right on that.
I don't think they're like that. They should be this popular, but fine, whatever. I get it. They're
I've heard their early stuff is like actually good. I remember I listened to like a new Sepultura song, and I was not impressed. Okay, we're about to actually get to another song, but this is a very samey, atmospheric, evil-sounding track.
Mine's interesting. It is still samey, but it's building a cool atmosphere that's kind of pretty.
Yeah, see, mine's the opposite. Mine's very, very ugly. 28, Celtic Frost, Morbid Tales.
Sure.
Ooh, white noise. All right, it's silent now. It got really loud. Okay, we're on to a new song. Okay.
Sabbath wants attention, so I'm having to give them attention. Listen to this and listen to you talk about a list.
It's all good.
It's so many multitasking.
Number 27, Toxicity.
No. It's fine. That makes sense.
I agree with it.
I don't know if I would put it that far up, but sure.
Yeah, I think it's a little too high, but I'm fine with it being on the list.
I'm still upset about Blackwater Park.
Yes, yeah. I'm completely fine with this album and possibly its placement. It's Alice in Chains' Dirt. I love this record. Okay. I think it's great.
Okay.
Really? Number 25, the Black Album.
Wow. I wonder what number 1 is.
Yeah, I'm very... interesting. This new song sounds very Primitive Man-y, but with less noise.
Then is it really Primitive Man?
True. 24, Rage Against the Machine, self-titled.
Okay. Yeah, fine.
Yeah, I'm for it. Number 23, Danzig's self-titled.
I guess. Whatever. There's like one Danzig song that I kind of find goodish, and it's the Mother or whatever.
Yeah. I don't think Motley Crue should be on this list more than once. Motley Crue's Too Fast for Love
No, thank you.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't agree with this one. Number 21, And Justice for All. Yeah.
Sure. I really think that whoever did this was just like in their 50s, maybe 40s, and was just like, the new age of metal is good, but it's really all about the 60s, 70s, and 80s, man.
He asked the intern what should be, what new records are good.
Because don't get me wrong,
look, the 80s metal, have classics. You know, I get
it.
The
80s have classics. The 70s have classics. The very brief period of the 60s. Not that the 60s was brief, but the metal in the 60s was very brief because it was only 2 years. But
classics don't mean they're better.
Yeah, there's been so much more experimentation and cool stuff going on. Like, to me, like Septic Flesh should be on there. They're pretty well known. More Gojira, more Opeth. Shit, I'd see some Cattle Decap on there. We still haven't even heard of Cannibal Corpse on here.
Yeah, and we're getting to be in the top 20.
And I really doubt that like Evisceration Plague or anything like that's going to be on here.
I doubt it. If Corpse is going to be on there, it's going to be Tomb of the Mutilated, which I don't agree with.
But I mean, yeah,
this top 20 is going to be front loaded with like 80s thrash, I bet.
Probably.
Because I accidentally snuck a peek at 20. So 21, And Justice for All. Don't get me wrong. Great record. I approve of it being on this list.
Needs more bass.
I expect the entirety of the first 4 Metallica records, probably the first 5, with the Black Album already being shown, and Kill 'Em All.
So we've had Kill 'Em All, we've had
Black Album and Justice.
And Justice for All.
Puppets and Ride the Lightning are going to be in here somewhere. I'm actually really liking this Orthodox Caveman song. It's just droning guitar, but it's nice. I kind of like it.
I'm digging this so far. I'm on Troubled Air, which is only the second song on this record. I'm almost done with it, but it's not bad. Again, it's creating an interesting atmosphere, but it's not me going, wow, this is an amazing band. Oh my God, I gotta listen to this all the time. It's me going, this is definitely like a record that like snobby people put on and are like, oh, look at what I listen to.
Yeah. Number 20, Anthrax, Among the Living. Sure.
Oh, and I think it's funny that I was like snobby people, and yet I am one of those snobby people. But I don't know. It's interesting. It's not it would be something that I would like go to my music friends that were like interested in exploring soundscapes, because that's what this is. This band is a soundscape.
Yes, I agree. I'm not coming to Sunn for riffs.
Or like cool lyrics or really, really just catchy songs or emotional songs. This is just generating noise, a soundscape, and somehow that generates an emotion that, ooh. It went from really pretty, and then there's this very dissonant organ in the background that's slowly building.
I mean, I'm getting like, this is a very sludge song, and I'm liking it.
Yeah, it's just this is a cool soundscape that they're developing, and it makes me go, I want to experiment a little bit more with atmosphere and sound. The song is over, but I just, for an entire hour, I get it. It's their signature sound, but I just I like how Bell Witch and Swallow the Sun do this kind of soundscape where it's like it generates an atmosphere, but there's so much more meat to it.
Right.
So,
and I mean, I think Sunn was like a forefather of that style. So like I can maybe understand it, but it doesn't seem like there's a lot of evolution.
Yeah. But I'll give it this. I was wrong. It is way more interesting. But the fact that I had to force myself is not ever a good sign.
Right.
I'm kind of glad I did, because it does give me more of an appreciation for it.
I will say, I really like their cover arts.
Yes, their cover art is really pretty. In some ways, this kind of reminds me. Do you know the game Inside?
I do. Haven't played it, but I do.
Oh, you need to play it. The sound in it is really good. But that's kind of what this is giving me. It's that atmospheric in the background sign. Also, for anyone that's curious, Sabbath's head is asleep on my foot, and it's fucking adorable.
Yeah. 19, Rust in Peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, of course.
Here we go. 18, Anima, Tool.
There's the Tool. Wow, that's actually really low.
Sure.
Lateralis is going to be on here, so let's just keep going.
Or 10,000 Days. So.
I actually don't think so.
We had a what's it called when you slow? We had like a legato shift in a note.
Like where it's like a constant note and you go up on like the fingerboard.
Yeah, he went down though. So he went boo. I'm like, some movement. Some
music terminology is weird for me because legato is actually a bow movement on violins. It kind of means something different. It's the same thing with slurs.
Right.
Because a slur on like a guitar is like sweep picking, but on a violin, it's you use the same bow stroke.
Mm-hmm.
So you would like be constantly doing a down bow, but you would be like your fingers going different areas. Yeah. So
for me, when I was in band, staccato and legato were just like, staccato was a lot more broken up and legato was more slurry, in my opinion.
And it is on this on violin and bass and cello. Like a staccato is a like short stopped note. It's punchy.
Right. All right. 17, Merciful Fate, Melissa. Sure.
Why not?
I'm not big on Merciful Fate or Diamond Head. Yeah. This is an obvious one. Holy Diver, Dio. Yep. 16.
I actually am surprised I didn't bring that up earlier, but yeah, of course, Holy Diver's going to be.
I think Holy Diver should be in the top 10. Honestly,
I'll be all for that.
15, Diary of a Madman, Ozzy Osbourne.
Sure, I guess it's a good record.
Sabbath, Volume 4 on 14. I get it, but you're right. They're going to be front loading the classics. Oh, we're getting loud. We're getting loud squelches into Candle Goat, and it was just kind of an instant stop.
But
hey, we have some strumming. Nice.
Ooh, whoa! That's that's unheard of. But yeah, some boomer wrote this article, and
absolutely, yeah. I guess 14, Sabbath. I think it would have been better if they did one album per band.
Sure.
But that's what I try to do when I do lists. But 13, Iron Maiden self-titled. It's not better than Power Slave.
Yeah, I'm just all kinds of sad now. You know what the most positive thing has been about this right now?
What?
The stupid Sunn record. I'm really upset.
The most interesting thing that's come out of this is that we're kind of gaining an appreciation for Sunn.
So congratulations to Sunn fans. We were wrong.
All right.
Somewhat.
So, okay. Yeah, 13, Iron Maiden. It's the record it's one of the records that doesn't have Bruce Dickinson on it, I guess. I don't think the self-titled is better than Power Slave, but sure. That means Number of the Beast is going to be in the top 10.
Yeah.
Number 12, Screaming for Vengeance. Yeah, classic. Number 11, Ride the Lightning. Yeah.
There it is.
All right, we're in the top 10 now. Ugh, gross. I mean, not gross, but like vulgar display of power being number 10.
There it is. This is depressing. Rolling Stone, I fucking hate you.
Man, the first 50 were much more interesting.
Yeah, and diverse.
Like now we're getting Sabbath, Metallica, Pantera,
thrash metal, heavy metal, thrash metal, one groove metal band that was popular in the 90s.
I don't know. Do you want to start guessing? What do you think number 9 is going to be?
I don't. I think
it's going to be too hard. Number 9, Osborne, Blizzard of Oz.
Wait, what?
Ozzy Osbourne, Blizzard of Oz.
That's a phenomenal title. I've never heard this before.
It's the album that has Crazy Train.
Okay. See, when I was introduced to Ozzy Osbourne outside of Black Sabbath, my parents bought me a Best of All.
Oh.
So,
but yes, I will agree. Blizzard of Oz is a great title.
Yeah. But so I remember the Best of Ozzy, which I still can't remember, but it had obvious tracks like Howl at the Moon and oh God, Mr. Crowley. Mr. Crowley is
Mr. Crowley is a great song.
And that was the second song. So fine,
Mr.
whatever.
Crowley. Yeah, it's a great one. When it's out with your hand. Of course, Crazy. I'm sick of Crazy Train.
Yeah. It's not a bad song, but it is way overplayed.
It's my same thoughts of Enter Sandman. It's a good song, but it's overdone. All right. Number 8, Peace Sells, but who's buying? Megadeth.
Wow, really?
It's not better than Rust in Peace. I think Rust in Peace is a better record than Peace Sells. But yeah, it's another Big 4 record. Number 7. Okay, I'm kind of surprised that this is the first and so far only mention of Motorhead, No Remorse.
Oh my God, you're right. Whoa.
You know what? I'll give them credit.
Wild.
I'll give them credit. You know what? I'm good with Motorhead. I'm not big on Motorhead, but...
Near am I, but, Lemmy, rest in peace.
Yeah. I actually did find a Motorhead song I really like, and it's Eat the Rich. It's actually a really good song.
A good song for these current times. Wow. And boomers wonder why we want to eat the rich. Lemmy literally told us.
There it is. Rain in Blood, number 6.
Well, it wasn't number 1, so there's that. I'll give them the respect of they didn't put Slayer as number 1.
You think Puppets is going to be number 1?
That'd be not surprising. Let's just keep going.
I would. We'll talk about when it comes up. Candle Goat on Sunn. It's another very droney, but I like it. Good atmosphere.
I was about to ask for a Sunn update. This is
I'm liking
droney. This isn't capturing me as much as the first 2 songs. This one's just kind of droney guitars. But honestly, I don't know if I maybe just missed something, and by miss something, just can't remember it, because this song is really long. Surprise, surprise. It's almost 20 minutes long. Almost. And I'm about halfway through it.
I don't know. If you want to hear a more evil take on their sound, Black One might be kind of what you want to go for. It's definitely different.
Honestly, I'm going to tell you, listen to the other 2 just to get kind of a different taste. They're not bad.
I think I'm gonna try Life Metal. I'm very interested in it.
Yeah, this is. I think I was just reacting angrily to the other one because it was kind of funny. It wasn't bad. This one I think I enjoy a bit more, but the ending to Black Dimensions or whatever it was was really, really pretty. I will say that.
All right, so number 5 I think is a controversial choice because I don't think it's better than the other records necessarily. It's Sabbath's first record.
Fine. Whatever. I've given up all hope. This has depressed me. I thought the Sunn record would depress me, but this list is depressing.
I agree. Number 4, Number of the Beast. I'm fine with it being in the top 10. It's a great record.
I am too.
Oh, I forgot about that one. I forgot about this Judas Priest British Steel. That's what I was thinking of when I was thinking of Breaking the Law or whatever I said earlier. But
gotcha.
It's a classic heavy metal record.
It's a metal record.
Number 2 is Puppets.
Number 1's Lateralis. I got it. Yeah, that's fine.
Which I get. I do agree. If I was being what's the top 10 metal records of all time? I feel like Puppets or Lightning would be in there, and probably in the top 5.
So I guess I'm right because I do know what number 1's going to be. Let's hear it.
Do you want to guess?
It's got to be Paranoid. They have not mentioned Paranoid once.
Yeah, you're right. It's Paranoid.
Yeah, I fucking called it. I called it at the very beginning of this list.
Look, it's a great
Rolling
record,
Stone,
but
I'll even get that it's like one of the most influential metal records to the kind of metal that me and you listen to. And you listen to way more thrash than I ever do. And more classic metal than I do. Oh, he's dreaming on my foot. That's cute.
And I mean, look, it's got War Pigs. It's got Electric Funeral. It's a great record.
There's just so much.
It got significantly more boomery as it went.
And there's nothing wrong with that because, again, these are influential bands, but there's so much more interesting metal out there than these bands.
Than the 70s and 80s. Yeah.
Yeah. And like, oh my God, there are so many people that are in their 50s and 40s and 60s. That's usually like the older metal generation age. That they refuse to listen to anything else besides this. It's the same problem I have with like classic rock fans. Like, I get it. Zeppelin's good. Zeppelin is good. There are other bands besides, Pink Floyd, Zeppelin, Rush that are releasing amazing records. Why are you limiting yourself to just this age?
Yeah, if it's not Pink Floyd, it's not good. I'm like,
dude, there's I re-listen to Gojira and Black and Opeth all the time. But I mean, just for an example, I'm now listening to Sunn, not for the first time, but for the first time all the way through.
Yeah, it's your first time like giving it a huge chance.
And
like, it's
just be more open-minded about music, guys. Like, come on, like. I'm very, very like picky. I will say that. Like, I know what sound I like, but if somebody throws an album from me, like even when you were throwing albums in front of me before we started doing this, I was still like making notes about like, yeah, I need to go check that out. Like my friend Kelly sent me like 50 billion different bands I need to check out. Mm-hmm. And I will eventually. It's just, I got a life outside of doing this, unfortunately.
And the whole idea of checking out new music is the whole point of Distorted Entertainment in general.
Because let's be honest, me and Ethan were really bad about doing it when we would suggest it.
Because I would forget most of the time. So this article actually has 15 writers, and something tells me
check their ages.
Something tells me that it's either. Like they're all older, or they were like, "Hey, you take the first." Like, what's 100 divided by 15?
Not an even number. Wait, yeah,
you're right. No, it's 6 2/3. So maybe they're like, "Hey, each of you get 6 records." The new guy gets the first 6, and I don't know. I tried clicking on the names; it doesn't give me a bio. Like
do you want to write a death-threatening letter to them because that always seems to be a good idea?
I'm not going to do. I mean, I wonder if any other website has done top 100.
Of course, there has been.
There has been, but if I want somebody that maybe isn't Rolling Stone, I think
Metal Injection. I'm sure Metal Injection
Loudwire did a top 50, but it was from 5 years ago. Have you ever heard of the website Junkie?
Sounds familiar, but not well enough.
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple. I think I've heard of Metal Storm. I've heard of Louder Sound.
I'm getting some trumpet again.
I'm liking the song Cry for the Weeper.
Heh, 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 heh. Sounds like Reaper.
Yeah. I don't know if Junkie is like wow, they used a very unflattering image of Travis Ryan, but I do like how they used a picture of Travis Ryan and the entirety of Metallica. I don't know if this Junkie website is like, I know it's all opinion, but I don't know if it's like a reliable site. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know, but saying. They have one, and like it's already a little bit different just scrolling through. Oh, no.
What did they put?
Nothing, because I'm thinking of doing this again next time.
No, I don't want to do this anymore. Let me out of your basement.
Let's just say number 98 made me a little mad.
Oh, well, at least give me that. It's at the beginning.
No, because if I tell you, you're not going to want to do it.
Just do it. Just give it. Please. I'll just look it up on my own.
Number 99, Slaughter of the Soul.
Wow. Well, we're not doing that next time.
Do you know what's immediately after that?
What?
Deicide.
Ah.
But, I mean, scrolling through, there's a lot of bands that weren't on the other one. There's some, like, Dio popped up, Maiden popped up, but significantly earlier.
Wow. Okay, they got a weird opinion, but all right.
It's different.
I don't know. It's different. But
there's some differences. There's some crossover. Like Lateralis is on this one, and it wasn't on the other one. Surprisingly.
Yeah, there was actually a lot less Tool than I thought.
I still don't agree with Monoliths and Dimensions. It's significantly higher than it was on the Rolling Stone list, but
hey, to be fair though, you haven't listened to it yet.
That's true. But I don't necessarily think the jump from like 94 to 66 is correct. So
yeah, probably
I've listened to most of Black One. Since we've kind of wrapped up the list, I am going to pause it. Without listening to the last 23 minutes of the record, I think it's interesting.
Black One definitely.
Yeah, Black One is more of an evil take on the sound. I kind of want to check out Life Metal. And yeah, guys, we went through the Rolling Stones top 100 metal albums of all time. Overall,
while listening to Sunn.
It started out interesting, and don't get me wrong, I liked it. I liked some of the picks as we went through, but it just got too
I wasn't sure
predictable.
if you were still talking about Sunn or
no. I'm talking about the article itself. It just got too predictable. It got way too samey, and
it definitely was a bunch of 40, 50, 60-year-olds, which is fine again, but like it's a closed-minded taste.
Yeah. The fact that Blackwater Park was number 55. Like, don't get me wrong.
Sirius was 98.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, the same thing we just said about like older generations probably focusing more on like Paranoid. There's probably people younger than us that are like Blackwater Park. I don't know about that. Like that's an obvious pick.
I had a guy that I used to work with at McDonald's back when I worked at McDonald's. He hated Opeth, and he was like, "Man, Opeth's like for girls, man. I listen to Periphery," and I was like, "What?
Like?"
And then like a couple of years later, I was like, "Okay, bruh."
If he was like Meshuggah or something that was like heavier, I guess I could maybe, like if you listen to Slam or something, I could be like, I get where you're coming from.
Hatebreed's my favorite band.
Hatebreed's my favorite. Yeah, Hatebreed. Yeah, hell yeah, they're my favorite.
But
In Flames, they're all the same band.
Granted, like years later, he's like, I mentioned something like, "Hey, I'm trying to learn this Opeth guitar part, and I want to kill myself because my hands hurt." Their chords are not easy for somebody that doesn't know guitar that well.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
Like I'm like a middle tier guitar player. I think is like the level most people put me at. But the problem is unlike most guitar players, I didn't learn based on like chord shapes and charts. I'm coming at it like a violin perspective, so I think of individual notes most of the time. So my brain still doesn't have the whole wraparound, hey, you need to put like 10 fingers on your neck.
Yeah, guys, that was a bonus episode. I don't know how often we're going to do these.
But hey, you got a Sunn react, so you know.
It was a double. It pulled double duty.
Because Mitch got really mad at the beginning.
You did. I don't think we've seen that rage at all so far. I mean, I got frustrated on the Dying Fetus episode, but there wasn't like rage. You got mad.
I got mad, and then I learned my anger was unjustified.
Yeah, so it was an interesting bonus episode. Like,
you know what?
What's up?
I am actually about our top 100 list that we just listened to. I just realized I'm kind of upset that a certain record did not appear on it. Because it is two records. One, if Sunn's on that, why the hell wasn't Mirror Reaper on there?
Because they're boomers.
Sunn is a relatively new band.
No, they've been around. I mean, they've been around since the 90s, I think. And this record was from like 06 or 09.
They've not been around since the 90s. Wow.
I'm pretty sure they've been around since the 90s.
98.
That's still the
98
90s.
Is when they just shut up. That's 2000s. They formed in 98, but no, okay. First album was in 2000. First album was 2000.
Okay. But like Mirror Reaper is a new band compared to that. Like,
yeah, I do love the band Mirror Reaper. It's a great band. Awesome band. You're so right.
They're really
Ethan. You're just, okay. You're just going to roll with it. Got it. Wow.
I'm sorry. I guess
you were supposed to correct yourself, but okay. That's
what
fine.
Was I correcting myself?
You said Mirror Reaper was the band instead of Bell Witch.
Sorry, Bell Witch. My bad.
And then you just rolled with it, and I was like,
in my defense, it's 3:23.
It's like
we've been recording since like 10.
My Chinese is so cold at this point.
Dude, unedited, this is 2 hours or so.
Hey, I told you it was going to be hilarious that you were like, oh, it'll be 30 minutes.
No, I mean, I didn't expect it to be that short, but I don't necessarily expect it. I didn't expect this to be 2.5 hours long.
I almost got through 2 Sunn records, dude.
And I almost got through 1 as well. So, yeah, I mean, if you guys have listened to all of this, why? But second of all, thank you.
Hey, yeah, thanks. And you know what? You don't hear this often from me, guys. You really don't. I was wrong about Sunn. Not Cal. Not Dying Fetus, so that was bad.
No, you were wrong. You were wrong.
I was not.
I mean,
I was wrong about Cattle Decap.
Maybe one day. Yeah, you were. Cattle is... I love Cattle so much.
I was very wrong. I was very wrong about Cattle.
You were. I'm gonna like.
You're going to sound clip that and make that as a text tone.
I wasn't thinking that, but when I was thinking about doing the Travis Ryan cameo, like I was trying to decide if I wanted to like send him a clip from the episode to have him react to, or just tell him, hey, I've been trying to get my buddy to listen to you guys for a year at this point. And he finally did and admitted that I was right, and just have him react to that. But I thought about the clip, and what I was gonna, I guess I can like edit around it. But there is a part where we were talking about their older material, and I bring up the song Pedestrians. I'm like, this is stupid. So I don't want to like send him something where like I'm gushing, but also like rip into the old material, even though I'm sure it was intentional.
I also think he would probably just be like, yeah, then that's funny, but yeah, he's right. It was stupid. It would be like having the Black Dahlia murder singer on there. I feel like he would have like a similar humor where if we were like, man, that song title was really stupid. He's like, yeah, it was.
Yeah, sorry. It's super late.
It's super late, and this recording session went on way longer than Ethan ever expected.
Lot longer than than I've expected.
This is why I refuse to do the list episodes. But you're like, come on, man, let's do the top 100. I don't want to.
I don't want to. Well, like, I think it's
you
good
won't
that
get
we
through
started
that
like
one Sunn record.
I think it's good that when it comes to like the bigger lists, we either do it in the back half of the episode instead of the front, or do something like this. Like, I am kind of interested in doing like the what was that website called? It wasn't Junkie. I am kind of interested in looking at that, but I should let you take the helm of one of these list things at some point, because I always do it.
I can do it next, I guess.
Maybe not next episode. Maybe we'll do it on episode 9 or something to give us a little bit of a break.
Buddy,
I don't know.
Buddy, what the fuck? It's 3 a.m. You can't do that. I love you too, bud.
I thought you were talking to me. I was like, are you okay?
No. He jumped on the back of my chair. But the back of my chair is very thin, so he was like clambering on. He was sideways at one point.
Oh, like, Sabbath.
And then he gave me headbutts in the back of my shoulders, and I was like, I love you too, but dude, like,
my cat's finally asleep, but I'm about to wake him up when I go to bed. So anyway, guys, thank you for
thank you so much.
To this bonus episode. I'm pretty sure this is like 5 hours of distorted entertainment. Oh no, I just remembered that like we only have a limited number of hours per month on Buzzsprout. Technically, you do owe me for this past month's charge, so it's all good.
I'm making my. Well, no, we can figure it out now. I'm making bank now, so
thank.
I can actually start.
You want to try out Facebook marketing again? I did have somebody. No, somebody did message me. It's like, I actually know what I'm doing when it comes to that. If you ever want help, I'm like, maybe, but not anytime soon. I don't know. It was kind of just a waste of $25 because like a few thousand people saw that post. We still only have 12 listens on the cattle decap episode, and it makes me a little sad because, like, I thought that was really fun.
20 of them are you.
We have 12 listens, 10 of them are me. No. Let's wrap this up. Thank you guys for listening. We're not going to have like any outros on this, so thank you guys. We'll see you guys in a couple of weeks.
Go give Sunn a chance. I was wrong.
Yeah, check them out. And if you didn't hear of any of the band, we need to check out that Kiss band that has the Queens of the Stone Age guy.
I threw it in our Discord, so.
Sweet. All right, guys. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you for listening. I'm going to go to bed.
Loser.
Yeah.